We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Black 25.
Watch the pass.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another Buccaneers.
Jameis now on first down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Here we go.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Tack McKinley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That's it, baby. We go.
At their own 25-yard line.
70, Indy. Drop it. Hard. Hey, lock it.
Check it back.
Yo, Cheetah.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll look to throw. And he'll find Hull. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to be incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Slant. Go. Check.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like your shot. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
$3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Line 15. Watch the out. Check out read. Check.
Hey, lock it. Yep. Moving. Keep going, boys. Moving. There. Now.
2nd and 9 now. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 17-yard line. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Flush to his right. This complete to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Brings up third down.
Ready, black 25.
Check number 6, check number 6.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Third and long for Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Look, squeeze.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Hey, alert 3. 25, check 25, check 25. Check, let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. I'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Watch your team. Look at me. Go. Go.
Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
There we go.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
15, Max, 15. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Slay.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Switch gears.
Leo. Rock it.
2nd and 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Smith running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. After the sack on 1st down, Winston, he completes this into the hands of Miller. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs. From the gun, Winston. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much. But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Check three. Watch safety screen. Lock it. Safety screen. Undercrunch. Check.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
General West. Under 10. 10.
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Man. Pilot, 64. Weak. Check. Press down. Roll out. Alert 3. Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, But that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First carry for James Conner. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Even. Kill, turn up.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Squeeze. Look at me. Door. Deuce. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run it again with Smith. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Get up.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch twitch.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Blue draw quarter. Rock it. Come.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down.
Hey, lock it. Bang. Check 26.
And they'll try to jet sweep here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
3 down. Here I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25.
Second and 13. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
You're out. Hey, stand off.
They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Squeeze. Look at me. Door. Fight.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check 99. A little flare.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Ito Smith. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go! 60 or.
Nice 15, nice 15.
They gonna need some there.
Hard.
He'll drop to throw. Jones has it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
Ready, ready.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, lock it.
2nd and 1. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. It's caught. It's Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Jameis now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Jameis to throw it. Completes it to Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
To the air again with Winston. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Vic Beasley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.